So ladies, if Cashel is your type, please step forward.
Tough luck.
They're shy. First boy out.
The waves of love are in motion. Fans are filled with devotion. But what happens when love, lust, and latecomers cause an epic commotion? This is Love After the Island. Hey, sexy beaches. Welcome to Love After the Island, your official Love Island recap show. I'm Lauren Zima, here to talk all the tropical tea in Love Island's explosive season premiere on CBS. And joining me to weigh in on all the drama is a longtime Love Island superfan and the host of the fabulous podcast Keep It on Crooked Media. Thank you for being here, Ira Madison III.
Thank you.
Okay, so you are a Love Island superfan. You watched the British version, all the seasons, and now we finally have our own version here in the US. How did you feel about the premiere?
I thought it was really fun.
Yes.
Yeah. It's basically a lot like the British show, but it's weird hearing no accent.
We're so American. I have to tell you, you and I are coming at it from different perspectives because you're this longtime super fan. I was coming at it with fresh eyes, and I was instantly obsessed. I loved it because it didn't just bring drama, but these people were really funny. I was laughing at, our little grocery store cashier. We had our kind of secretly, perhaps villainous Cashel, or as Caro called him at first, Cashew. We're still learning everybody's names.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, and so you sort of have to get used to,
Yes.
It's that reality TV show thing of you never know who they are until, 2 weeks in?
Yes, until they suddenly become a villain. Right off the bat, anybody who, knowing the show, knowing how it works, you thought, ooh, that person's someone to watch.
So they always save the best person to come in last because they have to steal somebody and they really have to have a strong personality to give you that, I'm here to steal someone, but I want to pretend like I want to be friends with everyone, but we're really here to play a game. And that sort of really kicks the game off. And that's why I love Kira so much.
Kira, that's the thing. I've been hearing that this show was super addictive, and that's why I think I'm gonna be addicted to it, is because we had Miss Kira come in and shake things up so much so quickly, and we really saw how things can turn on a dime through one couple, and that was Caro and Cashel. So let's take a look so that we make sure we're all on the same page about the fabulous format of Love Island. As quick as a wave crashing to the shore, we saw how savage things can become. When the first man who arrived, Cashel, did not get picked by any of the ladies.
Tough luck.
They're shy. First boy out. You're the first boy. Caro, why didn't you step forward?
You're very handsome, but you were a bit too shy for me.
All right. He doesn't look that shy.
This girl in the orange right here.
Caro.
Caro!
Hi, Caro.
Hi.
I'm Cashel.
Hi.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Cashel was dastardly. So it's mutual selection. The ladies are all standing there looking lovely in their bikinis and high heels. Cashel comes out, and our fabulous host, Ariel Vandenberg, says, step forward if you're interested. Nobody steps forward. Caro says, you seem too shy, which I don't know what she was basing that on. And then he picks her. What kind of a move is that in the Love Island game to pick somebody who straight up said, I'm not interested in you?
It sort of means that I feel like he's really there to play the game.
He's confident.
Yeah. At first, he seemed like he was a little maybe he was shy. He seemed
a little
goofy,
timid. Yes.
Right. And that could be the character who ends up being someone's best friend.
Okay.
And maybe they don't really find a match. But it turned out that's not really the case.
It turned out this was not the case. I felt like I was on such a roller coaster with Caro and Cashel from the beginning of the episode to the end. So it's a mutual selection process. The couples wind up coupled up, even if they aren't necessarily happy about their couplings. We had Michael and Alexandra, Cashel, or as she called him, Cashew and Caro, Weston and Mallory, Yeaman and Alana, Zach and Elizabeth. So everybody's hot and sexy and paired up, and now this is when things get real. Except, as you pointed out, our fabulous Kira comes in at
Yes,
the end.
Kira.
Tell me what's going through your head when you see Kira come in at the end after everyone's already coupled up.
So Kira coming in, you're already hoping that she's going to be a strong personality, right? And she comes in and she's hot.
From the second I saw her, I'm like, oh, we have kind of, I hate to say it, maybe saved the best for last. She's stunning.
She turns some heads. On the British version, they're always talking about someone turning someone's head. You know, when couples are together, if you're really sort of nervous that someone's going to come in and steal your man or steal your girl, you're always like assuring the person that you're in a couple with that no one can turn my head if they come into the villa.
But Kira turned some heads.
Yeah.
I felt like we saw the guys take a look at her. How could you miss her? And, you know, we find out as the episode goes on, like, she's dated a woman before. She's this musician. She's this model. She likes free spirits. I'm like, oh, Kira is like, got a good heart, but here to shake things
She's
up.
like the perfect reality TV contestant.
I mean, she had all the things going for her. Like, I'm an Instagram model. I'm a musician. I'm into women and men. Like, there's no stopping Kira.
Yeah.
So Cashel chose to couple up with Caro, even though she was not into him. So much so that this Spitfire said they should both feel just fine flirting with other Islanders.
I feel mean saying this, but I'm honest, okay?
Just
So,
give it to me straight.
I am attracted to Michael
Let's be real, who isn't attracted to Michael?
and Zach. But like, like you're so handsome, and then your personality makes you even like more like attractive.
Oh, thanks.
So I am super excited to get to know you.
We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yes, and it's okay, right, for me to go around and like talk to.
Dude, I'm gonna do the same
Yeah,
the
okay,
same thing.
perfect.
Like I wanna know everybody in here.
Yeah.
Like you and me are like right here. I can feel it. We a team.
I know, like.
We the C's, double C. CC, what's up?
Okay, Ira, when I'm watching that, I'm thinking, they're friends. There's no
Yeah.
sexuality here. They're literally saying to each other, and I sort of felt Cashel was playing along with Caro, saying what she wanted to hear, but she seems so confident. She's saying, I'm gonna go flirt with other guys. Here's exactly who I find attractive.
Right. And he was sort of really playing that up, as you said. You know, he's sort of like, oh, yeah, you know, like, I just want to see who else is in the villa, too. You know, I'm like, oh, yeah, everyone finds Michael attractive. And you sort of maybe see a hint there that he's sort of, that's his flirting mechanism, right? It's this sort of like,
The nice guy.
I'm like the nice guy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden these girls come to me.
Totally. He feels like the safe bet until he turns totally vicious. That
Yeah.
was what we saw as the episode went on. Cashel and Caro are agreeing to flirt with other people, agreeing to
They're
be
just
kind
gonna
of
be, they're
pals.
just gonna be friends. Which can happen on the show too, you know?
Tell me that. Can this happen where people are couples, but really there's no sexuality there?
Yeah, so what happens is if a person is less single, they're vulnerable and they might leave the island, right? So if you're friends with someone, you may continue to pick them in a recoupling ceremony so that they don't go home.
This is the thing that I feel like I'm going to get so obsessed with about this show is both watching it to see real feelings that people have, but also watching it to see how they're really playing this game. Because at the end of it, you can win $100,000 if you're the last couple standing.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's real stakes here. That money, that makes it real. So Kira comes in, she is gonna have her pick. She is going to be able to choose what guy she wants. Who were you thinking she was most interested in?
She seemed to like Weston a lot.
The cowboy.
And she also seemed to like gay men.
I feel you on that because she was very clear about saying to Weston, you're not normally my type, but I'm into you. And I think Kira's the type who is happy to think outside her own box.
Yeah.
And I was having a hard time telling, but it seemed like Caro was getting very worried, very jealous that Kira might pick her boy, Cashel Cashew. So we saw the feelings get real. Cashel and Caro suddenly seemed to be flirting with each other. My jaw was on the floor. Here's how the show works. Night one, you've got to spend the night in bed with your coupled up person. Now, we thought these two were just friends, and all of a sudden she's caressing his face and he's giving her forehead kisses?
Yeah.
Ira, what's going on here? Do you believe these feelings?
Well, so I feel like it's this thing where you're isolated and you're in this villa, right? And I mean, if you haven't been in a relationship for a bit, I don't know their particular statuses, but you know, like if you're in bed with a hot guy, all of a sudden, you know, it's like, oh, I want to cuddle with somebody.
Caro did say it's been a while since I felt, quote, male energy. So
She was all for for it.
She was all for it. I was so surprised, and you're so right about it being the psychological aspect of things. I'm thinking, this woman just a minute ago was telling him she was going to flirt with other people, but now has she this quickly gotten sucked into the environment of Love Island and all that it can do, and now she wants forehead kisses from him.
And it looks like she did.
So they're flirting, but from Cuddletown when the lights went down to drama in the harsh light of day, Caro went from not knowing Cashew's name to being totally nuts for him.
I wanted to tell you, Bill. I was on my way. I was on my way, but then everything else just happened first. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bill.
What would you do if she picks you?
I don't know.
Can you not sleep in the same bed as
We
her?
haven't even talked.
Because now I don't want you to go with her. I know I said you can have him, but she can't have you.
I'm sorry that I didn't tell you sooner.
Oh my God, that was everything.
I ended up kissing him.
Ira, the power of Love Island. I mean, these people have known each other for less than 24 hours at this point, and I feel like I'm watching a couple months into dating have kind of their first fight about jealousy and flirting with other people.
Yeah, and the kiss came really quickly. I think it's like this combination of the fact that, one, he picked her first, right? And none of the other guys stole her away from him. And then this other girl comes in, Kira, and all of a sudden she maybe has eyes for Cashel. Kira hasn't told her at this point yet, right? I love that Kira was sort of being coy about who she was into. But Carol's she's a little nervous, you know? She's like, I don't want to leave the island.
So you think that Caro is more worried about leaving the island than maybe having super strong feelings for Cashel?
Of course.
It's all swirling in her head.
Yeah.
I mean, she was crying.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Because her tune might be different if another guy had walked into the Ville, right?
I saw a power shift because Caro felt in the power position with Cashel. She didn't want him. He picked her. She wasn't happy about it. But then all of a sudden, Cashel might have another opportunity in Kira. And I think that no matter who you are, how confident you are, when you feel a little rejected, you can get in your feelings a little bit.
Yeah.
And she was getting in her feelings a lot.
A little greedy.
It was wild.
She's pressed.
So we have Caro, we have Cashew, we'll call them Cashel, and then we got the third C word, crying. And you guys, this is only episode 1.
I don't know why I'm getting emotional. Like, I didn't think this whole Kyra recoupling thing was gonna affect me that much. It's very overwhelming.
She's overwhelmed. Kira's standing there, she's about to pick her guy, and Caro is literally wiping tears from her eyes. She has gone from telling this man to flirt with other people to wrapping her legs around him, saying, "You're mine, I don't want her to spend a night with you," and she's sobbing over this. This is the Love Island effect.
That's what Love Island does, and that's why you see it's so addictive, right?
Yes.
You know, it's just watching these people, and they think they're sort of here for this fun summer vacation, and then immediately when someone comes in, the game ratchets it up. And I will say that this, having watched the British versions, this is one of the quickest leaps into drama and insanity I've ever seen. So the American version is coming to play.
The American version is cracking on and bringing it, Ira. I love this. All right, being the longtime fan that you are, make a couple calls for me right now about the players that we've seen so far in the game. Like, do you have a villain prediction? Do you have a most sought after prediction? Give me villain first. Who do you think could really be a problem person in the house and cause drama and get into fights?
I think Michael, you know.
Ooh, that model Michael.
He's a model. He seems a little self-involved. I think that he could really sort of get a lot of women interested in him.
He was definitely the head turner, as you said, when he walked in. All the ladies were taking a look at Michael. And he raised red flags for me because he said some contradictory things. He said, what am I into about a woman? Booty and beauty. But then he also said he hadn't slept with anyone in a long time and he was into person. I'm like, you're contradicting yourself, babe.
I really like Kira.
You do?
Yeah, I think that she's going to sort of be like a force to be reckoned with in the show.
Most sought after by the guys, it feels like.
Yeah, but also things are starting so fast on this show, faster than I've sort of been used to on Love Island.
So
who
we're
knows,
catching
who
our
knows
breath.
where any of these people could be going?
Well, Ira, we know you are an incredible TV expert, so I'm gonna trust your opinions on this, and I can't wait to watch more. We obviously weren't the only people watching summer's latest hit. Some of our CBS faves gathered together to join in on the island fun, and they had major thoughts, just like Ira and I. Check it out.
What do you think the biggest challenge is going to be for these couples?
I mean, temptation, right?
Privacy. Because, I mean, it's like, that was the one thing I was wondering. I was like, they're all sleeping in the same room.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see if somebody hooks up with everybody just, like, right in the next bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And, like, are they going to, like, switch beds in the middle of the night? And
Yeah.
then, like, the girls are going to start stabbing each other in the back.
Oh, yeah.
And the boys, I feel like,
dudes
are
will
gonna,
too.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to get, I feel like we're going to have our share of, like, real good reality TV drama.
Back to the good stuff.
I thought it was sexy. Love Island was sexy, fun, hot. I think that the cast is amazing, and I just can't wait to see all the trouble that they're going to be getting into. Like, hot, hot, hot.
I love the show. It's so good. Good idea, CBS.
Yeah, and they're so hot. Everybody's so hot, the girls and the guys. I'm obsessed.
Now listen up, all you lovers. Do you want your chance, yes, yours, at winning the hearts of one of our sexy islanders? You guys, you might have a shot. Yes, casting is not over. Go to CBS.com for your shot at the fabulous Fiji Villa. You could join in, and get in on all the tropical tea yourself. We've officially filled our love tanks for today, and I want to give a special thanks to the incredible Ira Madison III for your wisdom, for your guidance, for cracking on with us.
Thank you.
Guys, check out Ira's podcast on Crooked Media if you have not. It is just as addictive as Love Island. And of course, tune in to Love Island 5 nights a week only on CBS and CBS All Access. And every Friday, we'll be back here on Love After the Island for a weekly Kiki with exclusive content from the Islanders themselves, fresh off the beach. And celebrity guests will join to weigh in on all the tropical tea. You won't want to miss it. From our cozy cabana here in California, this has been Ira Madison III, and I'm Lauren Zima. Stay cool, sexy beaches.